Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my office home here. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I enjoy being on YouTube and telling you the things you need to know. We are available for representation, but most of the stuff I give you really is I pull back the curtain with IRS stuff and tax resolution. I tell you what's going on. Myself and my partner are writing a book on the offer and compromise and the tax resolution business. So today it's going to fit in really well with what you need to hear. I've worked thousands of IRS cases, and today I'm going to talk to you today about hiring a tax resolution company. There are thousands of companies you can hire, thousands. There's attorney firms, there's CPA firms, there's enrolled agent firms, there are legal firms, there's scan firms, there's everybody and their brother has opened up tax resolution company. What is the definition of tax resolution? Simple. If you have an IRS problem, you call this number and they solve your IRS problem. The question is, do they really? And that's what we're going to talk about. So, like I said, I've worked about 10,000 IRS cases. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been doing this work for 51 years, and the industry has changed. About 20 years ago, there was just a couple TV ads that were on. Now today, everyone's inundated. Everyone's selling tax resolution, pennies for $1. They can settle your debt, tax debt settlement, the Fresh Start program, and you have all this stuff out there, and most of it, believe it or not, it's all garbage. Like I said, I would know. So if you're going to hire a tax resolution firm other than us, I want you to know when people who do want to hire, they may not want former IRS agents to work their case, and that's all well and good. But here's what I want to tell you. If you owe IRS debt, you've got to make sure that you know the person working your case. Don't pick a firm. Don't pick a firm because you don't know at the firm who's working your case. You're gonna get onboarded by someone, and then they're gonna send the case usually back to whoever has an open inventory, a case that they can take, and they start work. You don't know how good that person is. You've never interviewed them. That's really not what you want to do. So you want to hire a person. Rule number one: a person, not a firm. Second, know this, that they can buy reviews and BBB ratings. That's the other thing you need to know. They're bought. The big firms, the big box firms, a lot of those are bought. How do you know a big box firm from other ones? Well, they're not local. You see their ads appearing everywhere. These companies spend about $250,000 a month advertising on radio, social platforms all over. So you want to be really careful when you see their ads showing everywhere because they're tracking you. As you know, most people do. If you see the ad showing up, and if they got enough money to track you, they got enough money to go ahead and have a huge advertising budget. And usually the companies that have the biggest budgets don't have the best back-end staff to go ahead and do the work because they have to cut somewhere, and they don't cut on salespeople, and they don't cut on their ad budget. They usually actually cut back end. I know that to be a fact for about 2 or 3 of the bigger companies. I can't say that across the board. There's a couple companies in California. You got to really stay away from these companies. They are really bad news bears. You don't want to go nowhere near them, but you want to hire a person. The other thing you want to do is if you owe debt, you want to be able to take that financial statement that you have and send that to the person who's going to work your case. When that person sees that IRS financial statement, they should be able to exactly tell you how the case is going to end. I've looked at so many. If you send me your financial statement, I'll tell you exactly how your case is going to go ahead and end. So that's what you want to do. And the last thing, the big thing, Zoom with the person. Get on the phone, say, I want to talk to you. I want to review my financial statement. Tell me what you see. What's a potential outcome? What do you see happening, and why do you see it happening with my financial statement? If you do those things that I told you, chances are you're very rarely going to rip off unless somebody took the person's place sitting in front of that Zoom screen and not the real person. Anyway, do those things. You won't get ripped off. By the way, small cases, if you don't have a lot of money, do them yourself. you usually really only bring large dollar cases to a firm, because if you don't have anything, IRS isn't going to do anything for you. Anyway, if you need me, you know where to get a hold of me. By the way, once again, be careful. BBB ratings and reviews, they really can be manipulated. They can, especially if you see masses of them. They're usually all bought. Thank you very much for listening. Give me a subscription if you would. Leave me some comments. Matter of fact, this YouTube came from somebody who left me a comment. They says, "Hey, Michael, we're not going to use you, but would you go ahead and tell us how to pick a firm?" I figured, well, you want me to really tell you? Okay, that's okay. Don't use me, but anyway, that's how you pick a good firm. Thank you. Thank you for the subscription.